Hi guys, my name is Jamie Francis, and I wanted to give you a quick tour of my ePortfolio that I've put together here as part of our practicum. And I thought it would be a good idea if I started off by taking you to my resume page so I can tell you a little bit more about myself. I am currently in my 8th year of teaching. This is my 2nd year in the library at Morris Hill Elementary. I did start off my teaching career in Kansas City, Kansas. My first couple years were spent at Quindaro Elementary. I was an Emporia State graduate from my bachelor's program and proud to be part of the Fort Hays State community now for my master's. I taught 3rd grade for 6 years before I decided to take the move and into the library, and I couldn't be happier with where I am now. I wanted to also share with you some highlights from my standards as I've put those together. As far as this first standard, I really wanted to make sure that I pointed out to you guys something I'm proud of is that I have become quite, I'd say, one of the leaders in our buildings. I do think that people come to me, and I've gotten the opportunity to run some of our professional development this year. And as part of this first standard, making sure that I am collaborating with my colleagues and also maintaining and promoting our professional library and that professional learning collection, we have done a book study this year for Power of Our Words, and I've had the opportunity to lead that with my teachers because I had read the book prior in my old building, and it's really made an impact thus far, and it's been really exciting for us. For my second standard, I wanted to make sure that I pointed out to you guys my emphasis and one of my biggest loves as part of this job is that I get to collaborate with all the teachers in their classrooms. We also have in my district instructional technologists that are stationed at multiple buildings, but they can pretty much make themselves available for anything you schedule. And we also have STEM coaches in our district, which have made an awesome presence in our buildings and really made for a lot more engineering activities and doing a lot more with our science curriculum, which we have adopted this year, and it's been huge. And part of this this second standard, I wanted to point out my collaboration calendar, which every quarter I meet with the classroom teachers, our instructional technologist, and our STEM coach, and we're able to piece together the units that the teachers are doing in their classrooms, and then we can each put forth kind of our own expertise as far as adding in research and some IT tools for myself, and then the STEM teachers can add in some engineering challenges and go a lot deeper into those science standards, and our instructional technologists can show the kids new tech tools, but then also be present as we're working through those to build awesome unit projects. And so that's something that I've really, really loved, especially this year. We've been doing such an awesome job of making sure that we collaborate at the beginning of every quarter so that we have these projects built for ourselves. And we also delegate to know who's doing what and who's responsible for which parts of the unit, which has been super helpful. As far as my third standard, I did upload a couple videos to this, which I can't play for you on here now, but you're more than welcome to take a look at later on. Maybe. For this third standard, I made sure to include my virtual reality lessons that I do with today. I uploaded my video with my kindergartners. We did a field trip to the San Diego Zoo to go along with their unit where they've been learning about animals' needs, and we got to go on a field trip, which is awesome because even though we didn't leave the building, they got to see the animals up close and personal and take a look around, and so that was pretty special for us. And also, I wanted to point out digital citizenship is one of the big responsibilities that falls on me in the library, and teaching the students how to be responsible and respectful learners online and respectful researchers as well. We use the Common Sense media lessons that they have put together, and we as a district, all the media specialists, we've broken those down into what grade levels we think that they match along with the best. And so for each grade level, we have about 4 or 5 lessons that we teach throughout the year that we feel are appropriate for them, and I do them all on Nearpod. Nearpod is an online tool where almost like a PowerPoint where you can put slides together, but it's interactive. So anytime I switch my slide, it will also switch the slides that are on the students' computers, and it lets me really navigate the lesson and make sure everybody's together. But you can also add in lots of questions, different types of questions, whether they be short answer questions or polls, surveys. They can even draw on their screen, so I can make it very age appropriate for all the different grade levels that I have come in. For my fourth standard, one of my all-time favorites, I was really excited to point these two out to you. With my second graders this year, we put together our wax museum, and so I'm going to show you a couple photos. Then just the most adorable project, and it's all research-based, so the students get to pick an inventor throughout history that has changed the world in some way. And so we have the inventor of the Barbie, and we have Albert Einstein, and the kids get really excited because they put together presentations of biographies in first person, and then they dress the part of the character. And it just makes that research come alive for not only our students, but also for the rest of the school. And we invite our community out to be a part of it as well. And it just makes for a super meaningful lesson and a super meaningful unit. One of the most exciting things that I've done in our library this year, I decided to gamify our accelerated reader program. And so what that means for the kids is that anytime they take tests in accelerated reader, they earn points towards their house cup. We did go with the Harry Potter theme, and so every student, kindergarten through fifth grade in our building, has been sorted into the 4 houses. So there's Slytherin and Hufflepuff and Gryffindor and Ravenclaw, and the kids get to support each other kindergarten through fifth grade, trying to get each other to read as much as they can and earn as many points as they can. And we also have badging through our Schoology, which is our learning management system. And then these cards also, students are able, we've hidden them throughout the library in different books. And if the kids come across these, they get to turn them in for different things. So like the Obliviate card will take off a low scoring test, or the Alohomora card will let them take a test on any level in the library. It unlocks all those. Allow them to use their books, all kinds of different things. So they get super excited when they get those cards, and it just really has made our AR program a success this year. We did struggle to get kids excited about it last year, and so this has been a giant success, and just love it, love it. As far as our fifth standard, I wanted to point out one of my favorite projects to do with the kids. It's just such a fun activity, is the Breakout Education boxes. So Breakout EDU, it's a lockbox where the students are given a set of clues and they have to do all their own thinking. It's very inquiry based. There's just clues all over the place, and they have to go through and work together as a team to collaborate and decide what are these clues trying to tell us, and each one will lead them through different articles, maybe even online activities or videos that they have to watch to get some different clues, and then they can open their lock boxes, and 5 or so locks on each box. And so once they get all those, they've successfully completed their challenge. But the one that I decided to show off was in a video where the kiddos were working on fact versus fiction. And so they had to organize different story elements and different non-fiction text features and try and put different clues together while they were working with Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And it was a really good lesson for the kids. It was a great review for fiction versus nonfiction and a really fun way to make it happen. So the kids really enjoyed that one. And then for my sixth standard, I did include my guidebook, our handbook, because I think that it does show that I'm working on those administrative practices within our building and having set practices for the library and procedures for the different things that we do throughout there. But I also wanted to include for you my quarterly newsletter that I sent out to parents and families. And so this was from January, and I like to include some different things on here, like upcoming events in the library, what I call our collaboration corner, so I can highlight some of the fun projects that are going on with the IT specialist or the STEM coach, just different things that we want to point out, as well as some fun tech tools that the kids have been working with and they have access to at home. And then one of my favorite parts is to get the kids to recommend great books to other students. And it's been really fun. So I also make sure that we include the new books that have come into the library, as well as some STEM challenges that get the kids really excited. Um, I also have our AASL standards, and I have some different things to show off for those. I won't go into as much detail on those for you, but they are all there, all 4 standards, and each one has 4 different artifacts for it. I have my Handy 5 lesson, which is a collaborative lesson that I put together with our 3rd grade teacher, and it has a video to go along with it as well. My policy handbook is posted once again. And then my journal articles, I have 3 different articles that highlight the need for diversity in the library, as well as just some different administrative ideas and how to run your library. I had the opportunity to interview my principal, and I have the notes here, as well as my theorist paper for some different theorists and educational theories and how they apply in the library. I also have my mentor evaluation that you can go in and see how I was rated by my mentor. And then I will have my work logs uploaded by the end of the semester and my reflection for how this whole wonderful program has gone and some of my successes and not so successful moments. And as I reflect on that. So that is my ePortfolio in a nutshell, and I can't wait to present it to you soon. Thank you.